Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's an 89-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Right 54, right 54. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's kill. Let's bring it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Ready. Ready. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Be a long game for you.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 5-9. Check right 54. Right 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
95-56, 95-56. We own it. We own it. He's coming. Double up. He's the opposite. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 0-2.
Breeze now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, Charlie. Check 15. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey, ball 66.
On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football. There, and it's second down.
Oh, yeah! Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, Delta. 56.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Hey, watch the slip. Ready,
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Opposite.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
That's it, baby.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Ready. 5-9. 54. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Bridgestone, grab it. Rush in.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. He finds Sanders. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check right, 54. Right. Hey, easy. Switch up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And this is caught by Curse. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Ready. Yellow lady. 54.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Mike, check. 59.
Here's Breeze to throw. And it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the eye. Hey, Alabama. Kill. Alpha. Regular.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 42. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 12-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now this throw caught left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the ground, Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Timeline. A 6-6 bullet time. Check. Hey, easy.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Curse. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Saints 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
He's got a man complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 95, 56. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, check, check.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Saints.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. 54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Ready, back.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mike, ready? 5-9. Mike, 5-4. Hey, check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Drop deep.
Kamara trying the right side, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing now is Breeze. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
29. Alpha. Let's go, Heavy. 72. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? 50. Give me something. Hey, exit. General West. Check 52. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Brady now on first down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 50 seconds.
Throwing again. Brady going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wait, that's 53! Alert 3, alert 3! 50! Hey, second!
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, check it. Hey, box truck.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's complete to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. But now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints 44.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Breeze down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Breeze finding Kamara. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
Ready? Yellow lady.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see